Alrighty, it's Tasha Rose with Radical Mothering. I just wanted to show you, we're not doing really much work today in the garden. We're just going to move some mulch, but I just wanted to show you a couple of things. I put this feverfew in yesterday that I picked up from a woman. The comfrey's coming in nicely. And then if you see these little seedlings, this is my St. John's wort. Coming up nicely. Thank you, Jess, for the seeds. There's a few of them in here. And then over here I see a few seedlings for the bee balm. This is all tree flowers that fell. And then the lady's mantle is doing wonderfully. Okay, hold it up. I'll be there just 1 second. And I showed the children how lady's mantle makes diamonds. So that's pretty special. We like that. Okay. I'll show you what we did yesterday. We do still have our beans and our peas are growing nicely. Yesterday we weeded this whole area and put down mulch around all sorts of different plants that we've got here. I gotta help Liliana real quick because she's knocking this planter over.
What is this?
It's a planter that I'm moving.
So where?
I'm not entirely sure yet. Sorry for the goofy video here. Okay. So we mulched around all of these. Most of these are just your run-of-the-mill pretty perennials. My lilies and irises and peonies. I do have over here this one is so special to me. I love Solomon seal. So here's some Solomon seal, and I actually had it in 2 spots, and I moved this plant, this little couplet here, from over there, and I had another little root ball of it that I went over a couple doors down. There's actually a nice quiet neighbor who I like. She gardens as well, so I left a little May basket of it on her steps for her yesterday. But then we've got all sorts of, these are a little lily. And there's, let's see, this is grape hyacinth, and that's, I think that's a sage, a culinary sage. There's a random little fiddlehead fern here, and this guy is a spiderwort. They have really cool little flowers. I can't remember what this is right now. I'll have to look at my app later. Some more spiderwort here. This is all goldenrod, and this is thanks to the birds. And goldenrod is an allergen, but it's also a medicine, so I let it grow. And we put the serviceberry in right here because this one's not going to get big and tall like a big huge tree. This one's going to stay smaller, like similar to this particular lilac bush. Both of the lilacs are coming in. So we did this. Now you might recall that we had a bunch of bricks down here just kind of mocked out for figuring out like a little patio situation. But I decided to take all of these big granite pieces and make another herb bed right here. So that's what's going on here. It's just been made and mulched. We haven't put the dirt in yet, obviously. And then we got a couple of other really special plants that we put in front of Our Lady. These are a Star of Bethlehem. These will have a really pretty little white star-shaped flower. And then we got this special guy who is poisonous. He's called Jack in the Pulpit. He's a native plant here in Minnesota, and he's so adorable. Super poisonous. Will have pretty little red berries on it. So if you've got this in your yard, make sure you caution your children not to eat it. Similar to like Lily of the Valley. Lily of the Valley is also toxic, so don't eat that one either. So we did that, and then I had, this is kind of like my hosta starter bed here. And I've got a couple of little hostas here that were getting trampled, hostas and lilies that were getting trampled, that I want to proliferate them, and that's why I put them here, is so that they would get bigger. So just kind of marked that out. And now the plan, yesterday I picked up about 150 crescent-shaped stones for making a patio. And I'm actually going to empty this space out, level it, and then put the patio pieces in here to set our 2 cafe tables onto. So that's what we're going to do. We're not going to do that today though. Today we're going to finish moving all of the mulch. So we're going to mulch up here. We're going to finish mulching in the back and be done mulching because I'm sick of mulching. And it's going to be nice and cool this week so that we can do that. And oh, we're going to mulch the entire boulevard too. And it's going to be cool enough during the week this week that we can do all of that and not have it be taxing on our bodies as far as heat. And there's Grace back from getting some paint supplies at Lowe's
And a rug.
and a free outdoor rug
Yep.
for on our deck
Buy my
What's that?
chicken paintings. Why are you wearing my shoes?
because I needed quick shoes to put on. I've got Grace's shoes on. Grace, tell us about your chicken paintings.
Well, I'm doing commissioned chicken paintings. So, hit me up.
Commission
Facebook,
chicken paintings.
Instagram. I'm going to try to paint some. I have to keep up with my commissions. Stop. I have to keep up with my commissions, but I'm going to try to paint some that you can just buy. But the commissions are cool because you get to pick everything about it. So
Sweet. And you can find Grace where on Instagram?
it's Lil Observant.
Spell it.
LILOBSERVANT. And my Facebook is Grace Teeters.
Except your Facebook is not public right now because you're still a minor
Okay,
until
but
Wednesday.
it will be in like 2 days, so it's fine.
Grace's
People
birthday
can
is on
still
Wednesday.
message me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fun?
Gabriel, what are you up to today?
I'm just coloring.
Just coloring? What are you coloring?
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
I'm coloring Raph right now.
Do you want to talk about the garden at all?
Uh,
What's your favorite thing in the garden so far?
yeah.
You like this herb bed
Here.
or the apple tree?
Oh, I like all of it.
Yeah, the herb bed. Cool. And that apple tree, we thought we lost it. It had root shock really bad. And it was actually alive above the graft. So we've got our apple tree back. And I clipped, it had some growth coming out of the bottom. And I clipped those so that we can just concentrate the growth upward on that one. And then its partner is right there. And you can see the difference between the two. This one, I think we've had them for... This will be their 4th summer. So that's the difference between root shock and not root shock.
This is fun good.
So, and this one, I mean, this one did have a slight root shock. It did lose, you know, a branch here and a branch here, but otherwise it did really well. And I learned that our pear tree just might be a cherry tree. And it had a really terrible root shock, but again, above the graft, it grew back. So we're hopeful on that one. And I showed you the surface berry. And then let me show you back here. This is one of the more exciting features right now. We have flowers on the plum tree. So I'm very, 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 very excited. That means we might have a few little plums this year, and I'm super excited about it. And of course the elderberry there, the elderberry in the back. We've got more nettles coming up. Let's go back here. The girls have some building projects going on. Building projects, and Grace has been, in addition to canvas commissions, she's also, if you want wood block, your chickens painted on a wood block. And we have set up a little chicken painting station here for her. And then back here, look at what I spy. Potatoes are popping up in all 3 tires. And we've got the Forsythia back here. That canoe still needs to move and get attached to the garage so that I can plant the Forsythia there.
I want to show you something.
Oh, and we got these 2
There's
panels.
some lilies over here in the ground.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll
And
come
they're
up.
mine.
Though. Yeah, those are your lilies there. I don't know if they're going to come up for us though.
They will.
We got these 2 panels to see about putting more grapes there. And then I'll show you this.
These are
Also,
Liliana's blueberries.
Our blueberries all have flowers.
Oh, nice.
Too.
They're blooming. And these are Liliana's.
So Liliana's blueberries all have flowers.
And they look like bells.
They do look like little bells. So pretty soon we'll have blueberries growing. And let's see over here, the rhubarb's coming up nicely.
Yes,
And we found another strawberry volunteer, so we put him there. So that's our volunteer strawberry, and that's our volunteer strawberry, and then these are all the ones that I purchased and planted. And no rhubarb. I don't know if I killed the rhubarb by waiting too long. I did keep it watered, but I think maybe it molded a little bit. So we'll see if the rhubarb, I mean not the rhubarb, the asparagus, we'll see if it comes up. I am not optimistic.
Let's go over here.
And here's the roses completely trimmed. You should have seen how they were before. Yep, that one might get some roses on it. We'll see. All right, should we go inside?
Yeah.
We're gonna go, I'm gonna go through the secret path. So this is the secret path to go all the way around. Oh, we do have vinca too. Here's our vinca. The vincas are coming up. This has been a couple years waiting on these guys to proliferate, but they're kind of all over the place now. I think I'm just going to let them keep going. My coral bells are not coming back very strongly
That's what,
this year.
I was going to say the blueberries look like coral bells.
Well, there's another coral bell, but I can't see it anywhere. And I also lost, this has to be cleaned up still, so I might be missing it just because I haven't. Oh, maybe it is here. Here it is. It is. Oh, that's my bleeding heart that I thought I lost. That's what that is. So that's a white bleeding heart. Move off of this can for a second. Let's see if we can see the other coral bell. Because I thought maybe it was planted over here. Nope. So I might have lost a coral bell, but we haven't cleaned this whole area yet. And I'm not planning on putting the wood chip mulch here. I'm planning on keeping this little finer pine mulch, and I've got a guy up in Forest Lake who I get it from. And I'm actually going to get it from him for chickens too once we've got the chickens in. But we're just going to keep this here. We have to keep the plastic here because of the foundation and the way the water dribbles down, and it's just terrible. So we need to leave that there, and we'll just keep all of this pine bedding here. This stuff is called Snow on the Mountain, and I hate it. And for the past 5 years, I've been yank, 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 because that's the only way to get rid of it. It's obnoxious. I don't like it. It chokes out other things that are beautiful. So I've been pulling, and you wouldn't believe, I mean, this is mild compared to what used to be here. So it used to be all over this whole thing, and I've pulled all of it. And there is some, let's see, over here too, and I hate it. So that's it. That's what we've got in the yard right now. Hi. We've got some bird planted lilies coming up, more hostas, the azalea. We've got this cute little creeping sedum thing here. There's all sorts of cuteness popping up all over the place. We've got some lilies of the valley coming up right here.
Let's go over here.
And my tulips never tuliped this year. I think they're crowded out. So they need to, I already looked at those. I showed them the diamond already. I think that the tulip bulbs have to be dug up and moved, as do these irises. So that'll all happen when we get this section done. The tomatoes are doing all right. It looks like somebody dug in here though and dug out a tomato. The blackcurrant are doing great. The romas aren't doing as hot, and I'm kind of bothered by it. And these beams are doing okay. They've got their next set of leaves now, so that makes me happy. They're surviving. This guy's gonna get pulled though, because he's a waste of resources. So is this guy, and so is this guy. Gone. And then we've got, these are more beams, pear, and I think these are too, yeah. They're a pear-shaped cherry sort of tomato.
Otter.
Yep, that's our otter.
That's Mr. Otter.
Our otter and our trash panda. All right, I think that's enough of a video. Gabriel, do you have any parting words for our audience?
Goodbye.
We'll see you guys later.
And thank you.
Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.